Good morning, it's Barbara. It's warm and rainy. Too bad. So it's warm and rainy. We got the railings up, and Manny was so nice. He put wire across where the gates are going to go because the gates aren't up yet. But he missed this tiny space of the fence next to the garage. There's a bush. Didn't put the horizontal slats in, and of course Maisie found that immediately and took off at 1 o'clock in the morning. So Den's going to put a tarp up, and that should hold her in, because otherwise, even though the wire isn't up everywhere, the dogs, it's not in their minds that they can get through that fence. Once it gets in their minds, then they'll have to be on a leash till they finish. But they're not here today because of the rain, and so we shall see. But meanwhile, the yard is a little bit, messed up from the little tractor that they have to carry things and move things around and dig around behind the fence, because we had them clear behind the fence, which it was so encroaching back there. So they had this little machine that was like a forklift slash post hole digger slash rototillery thing. Worked great. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. So Manny has this little, gizmo that he drives around, and he has a lot of fun driving that. Now, Manny is Amish, and his worker is Amish, so only two of them have done the fence here. But they have a third guy who is their driver, because, in case you don't know, the Amish don't drive. And, they have a very strict protocol about what kind of tools and helpful things that they can use in their lives. They try to live a simple life, and they're not allowed to drive. But Manny owns this business. He has a truck, he has a trailer, and he has a driver. And the driver doesn't work. He's not working in the yard. The two Amish guys are doing the fence, and the driver's sitting in the car or walking around or whatever. I mean, talk about a boring job, because the truck didn't leave all day. So he drove it there, sat around. I told Dennis, I hope he has like an unlimited data plan on his phone. Maybe he brings a book, the paper. But meanwhile, Manny, who can drive this little like Kubota tractor or whatever it is, it's a little tiny thing that, it's got all kinds of different attachments, and they're making the post holes with that attachment, and carrying the wood around all over the yard in this little thing, and Manny's driving it. So it's interesting what is permissible and what is not. I find it really fascinating. Amish bicycles don't have pedals. They don't have gears. The gears are too much help. And I don't know how to describe that, but too much help to have gears. And so they push it with their feet. Yeah, it's interesting. It's almost like a scooter that you can sit on, like the scooter that you push with your foot. Roller skates are allowed because your body is doing the work. Ice skates are allowed. In fact, they have ice hockey games. We came upon an ice hockey game one time, several years ago, on a very cold winter, lots of snow, and there was an Amish ice hockey game going on, and people sitting around cheering. It's interesting because, anyway. So Manny's a lovely guy, and Amish built is, the equivalent of high quality, So we're pretty happy with how the fence is going, except he forgot that one little space. Anyway, Dennis is going to put a tarp up, and it'll work fine. And then we can let the dogs out. I mean, we can let the dogs out, but we can't let them out alone. because they could go through that fence. But anyway, it's better than having them on a leash in the backyard. But Manny's a lovely man, lovely young, handsome young man. Last year at Christmas, he and his daughter Marie, who was like 4 and as adorable as you could possibly be, came and brought Aura a Christmas present. So we got to meet his daughter Marie. But quality work, very reasonable price. I mean, his price was $2,000 less than the other guys. Yeah. And we would have had to wait 6 weeks. But this is a good time for Manny because he says, March, that's when we start mulching. Because he's a landscaper business. So anyway. So things are well on their way, but the fence is not finished. And we will have to figure out how to keep Maisie in the escape artist before I... so they're not going to be able to go out till Dennis gets up and fixes that. Meanwhile, hello. I read yesterday. That's all I did. I didn't knit. I gave my arm a day off. But I read. And, yeah, Dennis ended up not going to his eye doctor. It got rescheduled till tomorrow. He and I are going to the store today. And that'll be the big event. I do plan on knitting today because I did finish my book. And I'm working on some flowers. I'll show you tomorrow. So it's very low-key around here. Not too much going on as per usual. But, yeah. Not sleeping great. I don't know what's going on with me, but for quite a while now, I've been falling asleep okay and then waking up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and being up for hours and then sleeping intermittently. So it's a drag. Makes me worry about scheduling a visit with my parents because I have a tendency to not sleep well right before then. And if I don't have a buildup of good night's sleep, then it's no good. I may not see them until around my birthday because Christy and I'll go, and if I can't drive, then she can drive. It's not like she is going to drive from Mississippi because she's taking the train. Yeah. So she won't be sick of driving, so it would be okay. But I hate to wait that long. But if I, I mean, it's only a week and a half till Christy comes. Oh, I gotta start working in my room. Gotta start working in my room, or she won't have any place to sleep. That's it. That's all that's going on here. I'm still dabbling in my paint. Oh, Maisie got up on, well, she didn't get up on the table because she can reach it with her head, and took one of my paintbrushes that was laying there drying on the paper. One of my good ones. I mean, I don't have any fabulous ones, not, but I have good ones and not so good ones. She, one of the good ones. Because they're wood. Stick. Anyway, so I splurged and bought myself some new paintbrushes and some watercolor crayons to try. I thought that would be interesting to try watercolor crayons. See what happens with them. So I ordered a few things to encourage myself to continue with my painting. And so we'll see. I'm not buying a lot of things, so I don't feel bad about that. Not that I should either way. But anyway, so all is well here. Dogs haven't been out yet this morning, but they're not antsy. They both have very strong constitutions and can hold it. And till Dennis comes down. Meanwhile, I'm going to keep puttering on my paintings and read the news and knit on my Corian is still sitting here from my vlog yesterday where I showed you. I'm going to take it to my chair. That'll be good. Meanwhile, I'm glad to hear some of you are feeling better. I'm hoping everyone is on the mend. Please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, please stay safe and stay sane.